I think it's a real shame that there are certain boat owners that aren't pulling their socks up and aren't doing a little bit about it. The fact that we're all going to be kicked out and it still hasn't given them an incentive to do anything about it, I think it's a little bit sad, quite frankly.
I fell in love with this boat. It's over 100 years old. Played a part in both World Wars. It used to be the Portsmouth to Gosport ferry, so it ferried people to the docks and the munition works. It's featured as a historic vessel. It's on the Historic Vessels Register. What's
it called?
It's called the White Queen.
Yeah. That's its original name.
Yeah. Well, it was the Ferry Queen initially in 1908, and then it changed in 1952 when it was bought out by the Solent Boating Company.
Yeah.
You know, it used to have a steam engine, hasn't got it anymore, but yeah, that went.
Would you want to live anywhere else?
Not really, to be honest. I kind of, you know.
We've seen other moorings and other boat communities and things, and I mean here it's really a lovely community. People walk past, we speak to them, we see the same people walking their dogs. In the summertime, when there are people drinking or if there's any problems in the park, we're actually, because we're here and because we live here and we care more, then we will go out and pick up bottles. We'll go and tell people to keep the noise down a bit, and it kind of works. I mean, I think that the people that are living here currently who are looking after their boats should be given the opportunity to be able to, or I think should be given first refusal for the moorings, the new ones. I completely agree with a lot of Brentford and a lot of people that made comments about how a lot of the boats are a complete mess, which they are. And I think it's a real shame that there are certain boat owners that aren't pulling their socks up and aren't doing a little bit about it. The fact that we're all going to be kicked out and it still hasn't given them an incentive to do anything about it, I think it's a little bit sad, quite frankly, but we want to stay. And the majority of the 5.5 million they're going to spend is going to be to get rid of us, not to put in this shiny new, it's to get rid of us. And you just think, really, when you're making 15 million of cuts in the borough elsewhere?
Oh no, yeah, well, it's nearer 60 million pounds with the cuts. Yeah.
And you just think, get your priorities right, really. I mean, when you think about it. Yes, of course, this should be a little bit smarter, this area here. It would be lovely. But
what's going to happen to us though? There's 40 people living on these boats. They're all residents. They'll all be homeless and displaced because there's nowhere else they can put these boats. The boats will probably end up going for scrap or be sold off cheaply. And what happens to these people? They'll be queuing up at the local council trying to get a flat. They'll be on the list. You know, the majority of these boats are owned by people that have lavished love and time on them and some money, you know, and they've done them themselves because they really care about the boats. Yeah.
What do you actually like about living on a boat?
I think first of all it was a novelty, it really was. And I mean, I've lived sort of in and around Ealing, Isleworth, Brentford my whole life. And I don't know, I found it charming. I mean, I met Paul and I knew he lived on a boat, but I mean, I've come down here and since I've moved in, you become friends. I mean, anywhere that I've lived in London over the last 15 years, I've not known my neighbours. I've not been able to go and borrow a cup of sugar or be able to go and, you know, anything like that. So here, everyone knows everyone. Granted, not necessarily everyone likes everyone, but everyone is, you know, but everyone chips in, everyone helps and everyone's supportive. So that's why we're a little bit disappointed, I think, that there are certain boats that aren't sort of falling in line with us.
responsibilities.
Yeah, I mean, an ideal situation for us would be for the council to turn around and go, okay, we're dropping the pans, you've all got to donate X amount of money, we were going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to regulate this, we're going to get some, we're going to get some proper utilities in, we're going to sort the gates out so that you can get on and off the boats, but you will have to pay a mooring fee, you will have to pay council tax, maybe some of it will be subsidised, I don't know, but that is our ideal, that's our ideal outcome, not, we want one of your shiny new moorings, which... I live on this one here,
Okay.
which at the moment in the winter is looking a little bit sad, but it's usually covered in flowers, at least it's tidy.